Honestly, I don't really know what to make of this movie. Yesterday, I got the opportunity to see The Woman in the Yard, which is the latest Blumhouse film. And no spoilers in this video, but I'm gonna be struggling real hard to give my opinion on this movie because almost 24 hours later, I still don't know how I felt about this movie. With that said, it's not a bad thing, but it's also not a good thing either. But really quick, to read the synopsis of this movie straight from IMDb, Woman in the Yard. Ramona becomes crippled by grief after her husband dies in a car accident, leaving her to care for her two children alone in her rural farmhouse. Her sadness soon turns to fear when a spectral woman in black appears on her front lawn, warning her today's the day. As the mysterious figure creeps closer and closer to the house, Ramona realizes she must protect her children from the evil woman who simply won't leave them alone. And the thing that excited me about this movie, not just in the fact that it's done by Blumhouse, and they have a pretty good track record, but it's an all-black cast. You got two black women executive producers, and it's black horror, which is something you don't get that often, especially in movies. The movie stars Danielle Deadwyler, and she was in The Harder They Fall, The Piano Lesson, P-Valley. And as the woman in the yard is Okwui Okpowasili. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right. I apologize. I tried to find a way to pronounce it online, but I couldn't find it. And I think all the actors, even the kid actors, were really good in this movie. And there were some very interesting shots, and the sound mixing in terms of like the jump scares and all of that stuff was great. Like I said, the acting, the atmosphere that they created, it was all great. But there was a certain part of the movie once they start to explain everything. Like I leaned over to a friend of mine and I was just like, I'm confused. And she was just like, yeah, I don't think I'm smart enough to understand what's going on. And then I spoke to my friend Sharonda from Pay08, and even she was just like, yeah, I don't understand what's happening in this movie. I'm like trying to tiptoe around it because again, no spoilers, but I feel like the movie got caught up in this idea, this highly cerebral concept of trying to tell a story about grief, that they almost also forgot that this is also supposed to be a horror movie. Like by the time the movie ended, I was just like, huh? And granted, I get this movie isn't for kids, but there was like an 11-year-old that was in the theater with us. And after the movie ended, he was like, what was this even about? Same, little boy, same. But also at the same time, like I can still appreciate the movie because it is a new and different type of concept. And I'm still talking and thinking about the movie long after I sat with it. A part of me is like, on that aspect, is it a success? Because there are other movies that I'm just not thinking about at all. On that aspect, I do want to recommend this movie because it was different. It did take a risk. It was creative. And I'm rooting for everybody black. It's like at the same time, I don't recommend this movie because I feel like the execution was kind of poor. So I don't know. Go see Woman in the Yard and form your own opinion and let me know what you think in the comments.